Right, today we're gonna paint an eggshell. Collected a few eggshells here. Use as models. I'm just gonna put some paint down. This is a limited palette. White, a mustard yellow, black, crimson red. Take a dark gray and outline a little bit. See, I'm not using a separate palette for the picture. It's partly for the video, but also this is just practice. Looking at an object and trying to render it in a medium. In this case, this is acrylic paint. If you're watching those eggs rock back and forth, there's a fan on the desk and it's sped up about 400% right here. A little bit of a glare on the paint. It's very watery paint. Not quite watercolor, but painting on an unprimed piece of matte board here. And I don't claim to be an expert. This is very beginner painting. But if you just follow this general rule of kind of shaping it out and figuring out the tonal values, you can paint just about anything. But start with something simple. An orange, flower. The reason I picked a egg is I thought it could be part of a series. In all honesty, this ends up looking like a coconut. But I learned something that I wasn't really looking at the edge. I was looking at that soft, kind of round, very round curvature and the contour of the way it had cracked, but I wasn't looking at the edge itself, so I made it too thick. And it looks like there's a little bit of kind of coconut meat inside there. That's what it makes it look like. I might get rid of a little bit of it, but it stays, I think. Like a simple painting like this could easily become something more complex. What's hatching out of this? Make a whole other composition going off to the right of what came out and where it's going. This is the cello today. I do not play the cello. But I have one. Just laying in shadows and put highlights in. If you look, you'll know what to paint. And if you look again, you'll learn to get rid of mistakes, like don't make it look like a coconut. And it wouldn't take much, it's that little bit of white that took over the top. Just to extend the shadow a little bit. You'll have that razor thin edge, that speaking edge. It's that thing that attracted me to these objects in the first place was the irregularity and the uniqueness. It all depends on that razor sharp edge. Colors were chosen at random here, and you could do this in blue or yellow or green. It doesn't really matter as long as you're going after the light and the dark form. Did a few sketches of these in my sketchbook. Showed in a previous video, but I really feel if I'm going to do this eggshell kind of series that this is just a real preliminary sketch, and I don't want it to look like this in the end. But I'm glad I did it because now I think the next one will be much more successful. Just letting it dry and sit. The fan is blowing the shells around. Probably a podcast on or something.